you guys and welcome back. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new year. So today I am going to teach you guys how to do some human knotless braids. Yes, I know you guys have seen the knotless braids and I know you guys have seen me do a tutorial with human hair. So now we're about to combine the two together. So let's jump into the style. So before we start with our materials, please do me a favor and like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so the materials that we're going to use today to pull off this style, we are going to be using our Empire Human Hair, which is the color 530. We are also going to be using a Empire brand human hair, and this color is red. So we're going to blend the two, and both are a 22-inch, and the wave pattern is body wave. Okay, so then we also are going to be using our model formation braiding hair, which is an 18-inch. So when I do my human knotless, I tend to use either a 12-inch or a 16-inch or a 18-inch, depending on how long I want my human knotless to be. So anybody knows me knows that I prefer my hair very long. I don't know if it's just a short thing. They say the longer your hair, and you're short, the taller you look. Don't know how true that is, but yeah. But this style is going to be long, so I'm planning for it to at least fall probably butt length, a little bit past the butt length, but we're going to see. And then we have our locked in braid gel that we always use. We have our Bask and Lather edge control. We will be using our nail glue to seal the ends of our hair because I'm going to do the boho effect with the braid itself, and then I am going to add a piece of human hair at the end. How can you pull off a human knotless style without sealing the ends and putting the hair on the end, correct? And then we have our comb, obviously, and our pair of shears, okay? So one thing I want to tell you guys about my human knotless style that I do. When I do the human knotless style, it's more hair than braids. I know you guys have probably seen a lot of different stylists do this style, and they say that it's human knotless, and it might be. It might be. I'm not knocking anybody, but it's not my human knowledge. It's not mine. So I'll let the work speak for itself. So let's jump right into our style.
So first thing I needed to do was figure out my parting pattern, and I am going to use a freeform pattern, which is just technically using the tip of your comb and just parting out a freeform amount of hair, which can create a half a circle. And we're going to do this over my whole head with these knotless braids. Using this parting pattern can create fullness in a person's style, depending on the size of parts that you use. This parting pattern can be used for all length and different size braids. So when starting my knotless braids, I create 2 rows in the back, which are just the standard knotless braids with the boho hair on the tip. I create these 2 rows to eliminate the hassle of the issues that people have when they have boho hair all over and they have issues with putting the hair into a ponytail. Now that I am finished with my 2 rows, now I can start adding the boho hair throughout the braids along with the tips. So to pull off this look, I am using 2 to 3 thin pieces of hair, and I'm just feeding that in like you do with knotless. And every 2 to 3 rotations, I add the boho hair to the braid. And I make sure when I'm doing this that I insert it on each side each time I insert it in the braid. So you know it wouldn't be me if I didn't give you guys a midpoint review. As you guys can see, we are getting it together. We are getting it together and we are adding this boho hair in. We are only at that first row, and as you guys can see, it's full. It looks full. It truly doesn't take much to pull this style off. It is very tedious with inserting small pieces of boho hair in braids. I think the most pieces that I've inserted in each braid was probably 10, not including the tip piece. And I did that because I do want braids. We do know they're braids, but I also want to give that illusion of the wave pattern to make it seem as if I have just hair in my head. So I want to put as much boho hair in my head as possible to give it that weave bouncy look, as you guys will see at the end of results. Hi there to all my new and returning watchers. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Enjoy the rest of the video. As you guys can see, we are coming along. We are coming along. We are actually fully done with the left side, and I am going to work my way to the right side and the top, and then you'll see the end result soon. All right, you guys, we have made it to our last braid. And as we conclude our styling process, I just want you guys to know that this style is very tedious. It does need prepping when you are planning to do it. So prep wisely, prep wisely. I just want to reiterate that I use 3 packs of boho hair, human hair, and I also use 1 pack of the free tress braiding hair that was at the length of 18-inch. This style can be worn dry or wet. To make it wet or to have the wet look, you can instantly use a mousse product or a mist bottle. And this style is very versatile, very, very versatile. And overall, just very cutesy. So here is my finished look of my human knotless braids that I offer to my clients. So I know I said in the beginning of our tutorial that my knotless braids are different than other people's knotless braids, and you guys can see, there you have it. You see more hair than you do braids. And this is what it should look like and feel like when someone says they're doing human knotless braids on you. You should see more hair than you do braids. Once again, this pattern of hair that I used, it was a body wave. We used 3 packs blended with 530 and red. 530 and red. This hair inches was 22, if I'm not mistaken, and it was by Empire's Weave brand. So please, 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 if you like this video, you know what to do. Until next time.